Sprawdzimy teraz. A jak z tą zagadką? Już zapomniałem. Pająk to jest co? Sowa to musi być 0. Chyba. No bo wtedy pająk by musiał być tutaj. Chyba, że to nie jest od tego. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 i 10 mamy i trójeczka, czyli te skrzydełka.
Revelio.
Czyli sowa musi być zerem, w sensie 0. Tak mi się wydaje. Czyli wtedy pająk byłby 7, tak? Nie, 8. Bym potrzebował 4, a 4 to by była na górze, to co tam tak siedzi. Nie? Kurwa. Myślę, wiedział, chyba że ta od pierwszej jest tu. No nie mam pojęcia. Już działa, nie? Jako tako, póki co. Czy sowa jest liczona jako 0? Czy nie? To wszystko zmienia. Ale to powiedzmy, że jest od 0. To była 8. 4 to by był... No to co tam siedzi? Dobra. Teraz to by była 3, czyli byśmy potrzebowali 5, a 5 to by był krabik. Udało się.
Lumos. Revelio.
Jakaś roślinka, jakieś ubranie, coś? Czyli sowa jest od 0 liczona.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Tu mam się tepnąć, tak? Da się to obracać? Szybka podróż.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now.
Zaczaruję talerze
You'll be
się same
expected to
umyją.
attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Mieliśmy nikomu nie mówić.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
Dobrze, że się nie sprzedaliśmy, bo on
And
akurat
invaluable
podszedł.
to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Whoever designed
Muszę z nim gadać?
must have been the victim of a flock of whoopers. Out of their mind.
How much longer do you think Black will be headmaster?
O, to się rusza.
I have family in America.
Aha, czyli muszę jednak.
Some think Professor Shah is hard to read, but I find her as easy to read as a star chart.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Mapa. Główne misje. Lekcje zaklęć, lekcje obrony.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Dobra. Lecimy na lekcję. Ale fajne. Jak mam przejść? A, się wczytuję. Że tu coś...
Revelio.
Właśnie to mi mignęło. To fontanna na dziedzińcu transmutacji ma na szczycie podobiznę wywerny. Kurde, będą mnie szkolić na Wiedźmina jednak. Cześć, siemanko, ja tu nowy.
Revelio.
Coś mi... Słyszę coś. Czemu to tak pika? To chyba tam w środku. Trzeba by wrócić.
Revelio.
O tutaj. Posąg Grzegorza. Przymilnego. Gregory. Level drugi. Jeszcze coś słyszałem. Ping. Fontanna
There's something in there. I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something
Revelio.
illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos! That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's
Przypadkowo to
nearby.
zrobiłem. A to jest tam, gdzie Gregory.
I doubt there's ever been a headmaster in
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
O, mam go na równo. Dobra.
Everyone seems to fit.
Co teraz?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Ona jest tu na górze. Hej, hej, udało mi się, rozwiązałem to.
Lenora! I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Misja ukończona. Czary. Jak nie śledzę nic.
Revelio.
O,
Off on another adventure, are we?
nie, to gada. Wow.
Revelio.
Aha, pogłaskać można kota, super. Miau. Wracasz stąd. I co wracasz? Miau.
Revelio.
Zamek poziom pierwszy. Chyba muszę jednak DLSS-a odpalić. Ale widzę, że stream działa, jak zmieniłem encoder. Nawet jak wejdę już w ustawienia, to się nic nie dzieje. Chodź, walka.
Protego!
Co tak klaszczy?
Revelio!
O, coś słyszałem. Chyba na górze.
Fills our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
Portret czarodzieja, co pokonał dementorów swoją wioskę.
Might as well be surrounded by
Rebellion.
jobbies.
Jak się podchodzi do którychś drzwi, to czuć, że gra się chce wczytywać. Pomieszczenie. Gdzie to mi? Jak wszystko dobrze działa teraz, nie? Czy są jakieś lagi? Bo mogą być lagi. Widzę, że bitrate skacze, ale nie wywala streama. Jak to działa? Wężowe okno. O, 3. poziom zaraz.
Revelio!
Rebellion. O, każdy obraz się rusza normalnie. A ten się nie rusza.
Revelio!
Ej, działa wszystko? Halo?
Revelio! Lumos! Protego!
Ja nie znam tak. Jakieś oko jak się gapi.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Na pokątną.
I adore the hamlets near the coast.
Wow,
They're a bit
ale tu
damp,
teraz
but ever
przylagowało.
so picturesque. Apparently Maranween was having a bit of a poach problem. I wonder if that's still the
Dziękuję za
case.
herbatkę. No co mi się... Co? Ej, ustawiło to się?
I don't have time to constantly play.
To też pewnie dało.
Revelio!
Coś usłyszałem. O, same grają.
Revelio!
Szkielet, lekka. Lelka. Szkielet Feniksa. Przeciw poziom. Szkoda, że nie ma
Tried
takiej
to summon the
interakcji.
pepper and didn't work.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Leviosa.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
To fight.
Levioso. This should be easy. Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy. Complicates things. Levioso.
A perfectly executed Levioso.
Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. Stupid one.
This Levioso your first.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not all of my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Pierwszy pojedynek wygrany.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
No ma dziwnego
Understood,
świata.
Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. again. Well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Levioso!
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Dzięki. Mogę tu się... No kurde, zamek poziom drugi. A kiedy będziemy mogli zamki odblokowywać?
Nice work.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Brzmi podejrzanie. Intrygująco, no zaciekawe.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time. Levioso!
Hehe, rozwaliłem ci książki.
Levioso! Levioso!
Nie podniosło się. Idź na lekcję z
I've always said that
zaklęć.
travel broadens the mind.
No to teraz inne zaklęcie. Podoba mi się szybciutko. No i szkoda, że one nie reagują, te obrazy.
Revelio. Lumos.
To jest chyba niżej gdzieś. To? Obraz dwie wieże.
Lumos.
Jeszcze niżej. tutaj? Nie.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very...
To było tu, chyba.
Lumos.
Nie tu, nie tu. Taki biały obraz. Na zwykłej to dopiero od 10 lutego.
What are you up to now?
Brady runs in my family.
A potem tego poszukamy. Aha, to jest tu. Chyba, czy nie? Tu są takie obrazy. Mam cię. Gdzie to było?
Really mastered that one, haven't you?
Jeszcze wyżej.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson. Would have been fine.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the
Everyone
lesson.
knows you can't conjure food. Haven't you heard of Gambit law?
Gdzieś to blisko tu jest. Dobra, zaczynamy. Dajcie mi zaklęcia, Avada Kedavra.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now. Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Idziemy na dwór.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm. Excellent. Happens to the... Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. That's it! Very good!
Co to tyle?
Very good! Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
Czemu nie mogę? Teraz.
Accio. Splendid!
Here we go!
A czy mogę jej wywalić?
That is how it's done.
Kurwa, chyba nie.
Brilliant. Let us see this. Phew.
Accio.
No nie, remis.
Excellent control there. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
No to od razu powinieneś dostać kodzik.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Co ty mi się tak...
There we go.
Accio.
Jezu.
Very good.
Watch this.
A, moja zatrzymała.
That is how it's done.
Czy ja im dodałem punktów?
Well done.
Here we go!
Dobra, i tak wygrałem.
Accio. A perfect score. Remarkable. Very good, both of you. Well done.